A show duct taped together by broken promises and hopes and dreams. Recorded in the corner of Wade's dirty bathroom. Get ready for WMBT.
Everything about this episode has been brought to you by artificial intelligence because, well, I ran out of ideas that met my sick educational criteria. So it brought me the wellness industry, which was confusing. How can I poke fun and educate folks on something that is supposed to be good for us? Then the AI thingy broke it all down for me, and it was mocking us, as in humanity, for completely removing common sense and blindly following the marketeers of the wellness industry, which has been going on for hundreds of years. The thingy pointed out how silly we are for believing a lot of the things we're told is good for us. I gotta admit, they are pretty funny. So I'm basically going to parrot them off in this episode, and I must emphasize parrot because, well, believe me, I'm not exactly a health guru. The AI thingy is seemingly laughing at us for numerous things, like not realizing the food pyramid we've been fed is completely upside down. It was introduced in 1992 to promote healthy eating, but really reflected which industries had the best lobbyists, like Kellogg's promoting breakfast as the most important meal of the day, which turns out to be an insulin spike full of nonsense. Instead of proteins and such, the pyramid pushes, to this day, bread, pasta, cereal, just to keep the grain companies rich and the rest of us fat and bloated as though we don't own mirrors. The drug companies, which are also businesses, don't want us to be healthy but dependent on their drugs because that's good for business. And then we have the hospitals and the doctors that also need us to be somewhat sick just to stay in business, which is part of the reason why they're working in conjunction with global food industries, keeping us hooked on processed foods that don't kill us immediately, but keep us just sick enough so we keep that billion-dollar industry chugging away with prescriptions and hospital visits. For my head. Causes occasional anal leakage, but my insurance covers 5% of the diapers, so it's okay. AIs seemingly perplexed that the wellness that we follow doesn't follow common sense. For example, the alkaline thing. People swear the perfect pH balance is the key to health. Then dump lemon juice, which is acidic, into their water, detoxifying your body, which it does very well naturally, apparently. But we buy detox teas and cleansers that are basically expensive diarrhea with solid branding. Natural versus synthetic stuff. Well, cyanide is natural, but it will kill you. Penicillin's synthetic and saves lives. Chemical-free is marketing, even water's a chemical. Fruits and vegetables. There are many thousands of species of plants that we cannot eat without poisoning ourselves. Humans eat fewer than 200 plant species that have been mostly genetically tweaked beyond recognition over generations, so humans can extract the nutrients, but we still have to cook them or risk gassing the ozone layer out of existence. The AI thingy didn't hold back on this one. According to it, supplements are basically the wellness industry's version of a slot machine without regulation, because apparently supplements are barely regulated at all and don't even need FDA approval. You could bottle up your grandma's garden clippings, call it immune support and sell it by Friday. Misleading labels. Clinically proven, doctor-formulated, pharmaceutical-grade are often decorative stickers to justify a higher price. Multivitamins. Most studies have proven that they don't really do much for the average person. We're paying, in essence, for premium P. Supplement stacking. Mixing 10 powders like you're brewing a potion. AI says most people just need a natural source of protein, sleep, water, and sunlight. The marketing game. Half the supplements are basically adult participation trophies. You feel healthy because you swallowed something that even science shrugs. In 1894, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, the cornflakes inventor, believed sex, especially masturbation, caused blindness, cancer, dementia, and moral decay. His solution was to invent cornflakes as an anti-sex health food. Yeah. The first vibrators were medical devices used by doctors to treat women for something called hysteria, a diagnosis given when a woman showed emotions, opinions, or personality. In the 1920s, people drank radioactive water. The slogan was, "Perpetual sunshine in a bottle." One wealthy socialite drank so much his jaw literally fell off. That's not funny. Cigarettes were once marketed as a wellness product. In the 1930s, doctors advertised them as good for digestion, smooth on the throat, and even recommended by physicians. Yes, we've come a long way in wellness. We are not drinking radioactive water or being prescribed cigarettes anymore. But AI did remind me that 100 years from now, people will probably be looking back at us with the same "what the hell were they thinking" attitude.
Wait, Martin's video thingy.
Oh, God.
Don't subscribe.
UMBT.